In this lecture, we are going to explore print command. But firstly, let's create a new file called table.txt. On the first line, write name, then use tab and write age, and again use tab and write unit. On another lines, I will write information about some people's name, age and unit. So do exactly the same, as we will use this file for practicing set command. So I have 3 records now, so I will add 2 more. So now I have 5 records, so we can save the file now. Now let's say we want to print lines which contains pattern Peter. So write set, no option needed here, then in address use search pattern Peter and specify input file, which will be table.txt. If we run this, we see error message, missing command. This is because we didn't use any set one-letter command. So add print command represented by letter P, and we can run this. But we see Peter line printed 2 times. How it is possible? Because by default, set prints all lines to screen. As we used print command for line containing Peter, we printed this line again, so this is the reason why we are seeing it twice. We can suppress printing of each line by set using option N. So if we to previous command at option N, we should see only line containing pattern Peter. And we see it, great! So one time more, by default, set prints all lines to standard output. Using option N, we can suppress that, and if we use print command, we will see printed only lines we wanted to see. We can say to set that we want to display only, for example, third line. So in address, use instead of searching pattern inside slashes some number. For example, number 3 for third line followed by set one-letter command, in our case letter P. And we can see only third line printed. We can ensure by printing output of file table.txt that John is really in third line. Do not forget that set by default doesn't change input file, so if we previously ran some set command, we didn't change input file. Now, just for a recap, if we don't use an option and say to set to print third line, we see the output of input file where third line is printed twice. We can easily use range in address, for example by saying 2,7. We are telling to set do the one-letter command only for lines 2 to 7. As a command I am using here p print, and we see that everything was printed except first line. Great! It doesn't matter that in my file I have only 6 lines. If I say in range do something also for 7 line, no error message will be printed by set. But if I want to say directly do something for range ending in last line, I can use $sign, which represents number of last line.